Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we're with the Ohio River in the hills of Kentucky. Just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Let's go. 60 yards. 59. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on the first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Coming in, it was going to be a long afternoon, but they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Right out of the game.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, 59.
Get it ready.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Leonard Fournette.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Now here's Ross. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I like what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meeting.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks. That's where I go.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 now, 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Come on,
because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
Get off the field.
nothing but room to run.
Switch. Look at me. Door. Hey, Echo.
Back to throw here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete.
The 3rd down.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He can't get him down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the clock. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, beware, a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Draw, this is Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like
Tight
that.
end right. Out.
Big River.
From the gun, mid-shooter throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The first round has made a huge impact on this defense. And that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Just a yard return there after a punt on 49.
Let's go.
At their own 40
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. You understand. Just like us calling us, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you
and now they have that opportunity.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
36-yard line.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays. You don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp.
Kill.
80 weapon. Let's go.
2nd and 13.
Outside coming.
Open man is Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Number 85.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, son.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Results.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Ready?
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually obtain that first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because defensive ends are like in a split stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Calling about a gain of 3. They'll be looking at a third and 7 coming up. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ross on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt.
27-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what kind of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Tremendous block by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just cash it. They left a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Cut. Slam. Spot.
Hey, Sam on.
No. Jack. Under 10. 10.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
When you see those runs to the perimeter, we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was about his gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the whip.
On second down,
Bernard.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
High 7.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. 1, 2, 3.
Lee Griffin.
They'll set up to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business. The coach.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to do it. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
Let's go.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give it to Mixon at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere, put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Rosa's kick is good. So we've hit, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
Josh Lambo to kick off for
the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further.
Personal
flag
foul
in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Let's go.
And it doesn't matter
Automatic
anymore
first down.
how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It's Mixon on the counter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it in the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? It's not the game you expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away. Busting this open, that's a good start for him.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defense. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. Being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go, here we go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
The pass on 1st down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check three. Jam him.
Leaf River.
Now Joe Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Hey, if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
You think you gonna get this? 44's the mic. Check. Watch twist. 44, Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third.
The previous play is under review.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime, whatever it was.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's
Ready? 70, Indy.
44,
And the Bengals
watch twins, watch
first
twins.
down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a
Let's go,
coach,
G,
you
let's
hate
go.
that. Don't know if you took the advice of the
Hey, let's
player,
get
you
this.
threw it yourself,
44's the mic,
but it didn't
44's,
go your
let's
way.
go.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Got it.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
61, matchbox right.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Joker, 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 Joker.
Hey, Zoo.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way over the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal.
Here we go,
But that
D.
close to the
All
goal
day
line,
defense,
that still
all
Hey,
definitely hurts.
Haywood.
Spoke-fo's the mic. Mike spoke-fo.
You gonna see me in your
Get it.
They'll set up the throw.
nightmares.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
44,
Here
44,
comes third
Mike,
and
Mike,
goal.
44.
We own them.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal
That's it, baby,
touchdown.
that's it. That's it, baby. You got it all
His
day.
first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Quite a sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp to each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack,
Despite
baby.
the scoreline,
Go.
I think they've got to like where they are. They're on the road.
Two-check
They
bomber.
just want
Two-check
to
bomber.
play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along
Three
with
down,
you
three down.
because
Hey,
the spot
check,
they're
check.
in now
Three down.
is a credit to their
Hey, hey,
defense.
watch what,
They've
watch
kept
what.
them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So third and long, here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
8 yards.
He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, and 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme, it's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot at the feet of the quarterback and say, here's a 10, right in my hand.
If he keeps playing like this, he'll be dropping those ballots from a plane and what they say. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
Down.
The Cincy
91.
offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Did they stick with it?
36,
I would think that they would, because if they confident after doing on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Hey, seam six. Seam six.
Mike's Fofo. Drop deep, drop deep. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike.
Now.
2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Travis, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Big River.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
8 first down Browns play. 2nd and 3.
I got you.
Hey, wahoo.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike.
2nd and 3.
Here I come.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
There we go.
2 touchdowns of the season, both in this game.
The previous play is under review.
Advantage of the turnover to points.
Touchdown, Bengals. Albert Rosas lining up.
They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. PAT up and go by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks.
This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around here for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadavian Clowney in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know that.
And he's going to go down again.
Hurry, hurry.
Gardner Minshew sacked. A loss of 9
That's right.
yards.
That's right.
When we talk about players blitzing all the time, I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Come on now.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on to victory, there would be their 3rd of the year. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense comes out the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. We don't want this. 44, Mike, 44. It's gonna be.
Now.
It's gonna be.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lead River.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
On the ball.
And it's a 2nd. Looking to throw it. Minshew under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked
Check the ball.
And the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and long.
And Tucson. Watch the flag. Let's go.
Down the gun is Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go in the football game. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this one all over with the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
There's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
the line of scrimmage, moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10. At
Set,
the
ready.
49-yard
60
line.
Pittsburgh.
Exit, exit.
Set, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Chris
Conley, the
Go.
intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass here, that is 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to